what is the legitimate reason for any police officer to come to this guy's defense? It always blows my mind that it seems like police officers have this compulsion to defend their own across the country, even when they get nothing out of it. It's like, why do you do that?
I'll step up and try to answer that question for Mr. Bryan. And it's just that the way I choose to do it is a little unorthodox. A fish's world is a very scary place. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's a little fish in a big pond or a big fish in a little pond. It's still a fish and it's still a pond. Well, take our little fish friend here, for example. You can tell how scared he is by the expression on his face. Now, some people would say, why doesn't he just go hide in the rocks? That'll keep him safe. Yes, right up until the little fish gets hungry. Well, that means he's got to leave the rocks and the big fish can get him. Well, why doesn't he just wait till he grows up to be a great big fish? Then it's going to make it harder for the other fish to eat him. Well, yes, but it takes a lot of time to go from a little fishy to a big fishy. I'm afraid that's not going to work either. Gee, there must be something we can do to help keep this little guy safe. He lives every day in shark-infested waters, after all. Well, here's one idea. You surround yourself with other little fishies, especially if they look like you do. Safety in numbers. As the number continues to grow, the safer you feel. That little fishy beside you, they feel the same way. Well, now, because you're growing so big in this school of fish, the bigger fish in the pond are looking at the school as if it itself was a big fish. And so it continues. The larger the school of fish grows, the more intimidating they appear to the big fish, until the school of fish grows to such a size that now it begins to intimidate other fish on purpose, because now it's feeling invincible. The members in the school of fish, they only interact with each other. They don't go outside the school to interact with other fish. They feel out of place. They're feeling uncomfortable unless they're around fish like them. They know each other by name. They know who they're married to. They know who's divorced. They know who's cheating on one another. They know the names of the kids. They know where they live, the schools they attend, the sporting events that they're involved with. They know what you like to have when you throw a barbecue and the kind of beer you drink. Most importantly is that they depend upon one another for their safety and survival. I'll bet most of you are thinking, well, I must be talking exclusively about their physical safety. Oh, no, you'd be wrong. It also includes their financial safety and security, their financial future. Everybody has bills to pay and maybe putting a kid or two through college. You got to make the house payment and the car payment. You got taxes to pay. Knowing that, how do you think they're going to respond when they learn that another fish in the school has been hurt or killed? They look at each other like brothers, like sisters, almost like they're related to one another. That's how close the bond can be. One gets into trouble, the rest will surround it and protect it. Because next time, it might be your turn to be surrounded and protected. For centuries, ichthyologists have been trying to answer one last question about our school of fish. And that question is, how in the world did they figure out a way to grant themselves qualified immunity? Oh, you gotta love the fish.